As we speak, we've got a whole host of businesses right across the country shutting down because of directions from the government to try to sort out the coronavirus. We've got our team of reporters standing by to bring you the latest on the escalating crisis. First, let's go through what we do know. Some non-essential businesses are right now shutting their doors around the country as part of a raft of unprecedented measures to cap the spread of the outbreak. They include pubs, registered and licensed clubs, excluding bottle shops, hotels, that's excluding accommodation, gyms and indoor sporting venues are shutting, cinemas, entertainment venues, casinos as well as nightclubs. Restaurants and cafes will be restricted to takeaway and home delivery services only. Religious gatherings, places of worship or funerals as well, also now being shut down. Let's have a look at the state situation. In Queensland, authorities have confirmed 60 new cases overnight. That's the state's largest increase in a 24-hour period, taking its total to 319. It brings the national number of confirmed cases to 1,609. Elsewhere, the number of cases in New South Wales has risen to 669. There are now 355 in Victoria. In New South Wales, for example, 25% increase, and that's the big worry. The rate of increase Australia is seeing right now, as you see, 120 in WA, 100 in South Australia, 22 in Tasmania, 5 in the Northern Territory. Cases in the ACT low, but more than doubling yesterday, so going from 9 to 19, and this information is coming in an ad hoc manner, so we'll keep updated as it is continuing to flow out from various authorities. Returning though to our team of reporters for more on this. First to Danica DeGiorgio, who is in Sydney for us. Danica, some businesses are now closing their doors as of midday.
Well, Tom, the deadline has passed. It's just gone midday here in Sydney. Therefore, a number of non-essential businesses and activities have been shut down. I'm currently at the Glenmore in Sydney's iconic Rocks region. Now, this is one of Sydney's most iconic pubs. Normally, these tables and chairs would be spread out on the rooftop, ready for that busy lunch trade. But today, as you can see, they're all packed up. This is one of pubs that are normally packed on a Friday and Saturday night because of these world-class views over Sydney Harbour. And just as I entered the Glenmore today, we've seen a number of workers, they're packing up and for what will be a very uncertain future. As you can see, though, the bar is closed. There's alcohol bottles just sitting there, the number of glasses, wine glasses, all packed up, ready to be shipped out for the foreseeable future. Now, a short time ago, I was at Sydney's Circular Quay, and normally that is a hub of activity packed with visitors, tourists and people going to check out the iconic landmarks. But today it really resembled a ghost town. There weren't many people, and a number of the cafes and restaurants along that main strip, they didn't even bother opening, including one business owner, Alessandro, who owns the Portobello Cafe. He said to me that in the last couple of weeks he's been forced to lay off more than 20 staff.
We're trying to stay open. We're going to give it a go at just being a little takeaway for the moment, but I just don't see, the value. Our sales have dropped probably 90% over the last 3 weeks, and I can't see it getting any better very soon. So hopefully the government will really shut everybody down properly and get this over and done with in a month or two.
Now, a number of the cafes and restaurants, Tom, are offering takeaway. Others have chosen not to because simply it's not viable for them.
Andrea, thousands of people who have lost their jobs as a result of the shutdown are now queued outside Centrelink centres.
That's right, Tom. These really are extraordinary times. I'm in Prahran in inner city Melbourne now. As you can see behind me, there's just massive queues. And this is what you'd be seeing at Centrelinks right across the country. Lines absolutely going right around the block from Centrelinks. There's people who've really been this way since before 8:30 this morning when the Centrelinks opened. Now, for many of these people, they've been left without a job. Many of them also have never actually accessed government support of this kind before. So one of the really difficult issues that's exacerbating this Centrelink congestion is that in order to receive federal government payments, you actually need to have a customer reference number. Now, in order to get that, you actually need to go in person to verify your identity. So we've just seen a real number of people here, as well as the MyGov website, the online access point, also having crashed today. So it's really just seen massive queues. Let's take a listen to some of the people outside today.
Recently, because of all this coronavirus craziness, I have lost a lot of my jobs, a lot of shifts, a lot of money. Still need to find a way to pay rent, so hopefully, I heard a couple of stuff online about, some payouts to people who have lost their jobs because of this corona craziness. So hopefully something can be done so I can keep paying my rent in Sydney.
Both my jobs closed in the city. I worked at hospitality, one at a bar, one at a restaurant, and both of them shut with very little notice. I mean, look, we knew it was coming, but they just closed doors and that's it. I'm out of a job, man.
Yeah, mate, my job's closed down. I work at the gym. It's been a bit tough. I've been working there a bit, but just started. But yeah, they're closing everything down, the new laws, Corona's affecting everyone.
And I was re-entering the workforce. My daughter's just started daycare.
Yeah.
So just trying to get back in the workforce at the worst time when everyone's losing jobs. It's really difficult.
Now, the federal government yesterday unveiled that second stimulus package, including the doubling of New Start to Job Seeker allowance payments up to $1,100 a fortnight. But today in Parliament, it was all about acknowledging the immense pressure that people are facing.
Across Australia today, many thousands of Australians will lose their jobs. They are lining up at Centrelink offices as we speak. Something unimaginable at this scale only weeks ago. They have lost their jobs, many, and we know many more will. This is the biggest economic shock our nation has faced in generations.
The Prime Minister saying that these were unimaginable scenes weeks ago, but the scary truth is that it's still an uncertain future for many, Tom.